about making your song better.
Hi there guys, Redhead Roman is speaking. Today I got something special for you, as I'm not going to do a tutorial, or I will be doing a tutorial today later, right after this video, but I wanted to show you how the project of my latest free track called Zulu looks like, because I've received a few requests to do this walkthrough, so I've decided to do it. So let me first play you not the whole track because it's a bit longer, but let me first play you some of the main sections. So here we go. So yeah, that's it. That's the main idea of the track. As you can probably see, my projects are always, or this one especially, but yeah, this one is the first project you are able to see. Oops. This one is the first project you are able to see from me, but my projects are generally very messy, so I'm sorry for that, but I will be showing you the exact parts, so you don't need to know what is where exactly. Also, this project is a bit more sample based than more synths. As you can see, there are a lot of cutted samples, loops and stuff, because the main idea for the track was to create the EDM type of track with Africa or ethnic features in it, which I have from a pack called Zulu Warriors. I think that's the most important. What do you want to know? So the pack is called Zulu Warriors. It's not from WA Production. It's from Sample Africa. This label is called Sample Africa. So I use samples from this pack. But for example, those kicks I've used to the drop are from WA Production, as well as plenty of other samples, drum samples, vocal samples, and others that I'm using all the time because they are great. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's go from the beginning of the track. I'm not sure if I don't want to forgot to tell you about anything. Yeah, if you will still have some questions, just let me know to the comments and I will answer them as soon as possible. So for the intro, I have used some basic kicks from my pack, claps, WA Production, FXs, nothing special in there. So So yeah, maybe the one important part from this intro are those snares build-ups. They are just made from, as you can see, from WA Production snares, and the only thing I did there is that I just fade in the volume of those snares, and I also added there some kicks from Vengeance pack, which are doing basically the same. All of those volumes are going from low to high, so they are increasing their volume. By the way, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to give you an FLP for free or whatever from this track, because I've used not a lot of, but I've used some samples from other tracks than just WA Production, so I'm not able to provide them, as well as I don't want to, sorry. But don't worry, I will give you the whole bunch of other FLPs for during the next few days and weeks. So yeah, this is just to show you how I'm usually working while creating tracks. So yeah, so that's the build up. I've added there some uplifters, nothing special actually. Yeah, just uplifters. This little percussion loop is from the Zulu pack as well, and here the fun begins. So in this pack there are plenty of vocal loops, so I've cut it those that I liked, and I've added a bit of only delay to this one, and yeah, this low flute sound is made by Contact. The library is called Ethnoworld 5 Instruments. It's a pretty expensive library, but once you will decide to buy it, it's really awesome. There are hundreds of sounds, ethnical, from string instruments to woodwinds and just drums and everything, so it's really awesome. I'm using these flutes a lot from a pack, and what I did there is that I affected it a bit, EQing, reverb, delay, and I've also pitched this flute, when it ends, I've pitched it down a bit so it sounds more natural. Like, when you are playing a flute, when you are ending the tone, you are usually stop to breathe that much, so the tone is going lower than the other. As you can see. So this is made by the pitch wheel, because Contact 5 doesn't offer pitching, because you are usually using live recorded samples, so you need to use a third-party plugin to do that, and I've decided to use the pitch wheel, which is quite great. So yeah, some impacts in there, and the claps are building from the beginning of the song. As you can see, the volume is increasing all the time, right to the build-up which came in there. Sorry, which comes in there. So yeah, so let's play it from the beginning of the verse. So, one thing I forgot to tell you about is this silent one, like bass synth that is creating the deep atmosphere of the track. This bass, which is going mono from the first 8 bars, and then when the second half of the verse comes, it is going 4 bars on F key, and then it's going to C sharp, because that makes the nice atmosphere. That makes the nice atmosphere. The change between going straight, like woo, and then it goes like more melodic, which is a great trick, by the way. And some more just vocal cuts, nothing special. I'm not sure what to tell more about those. I just play with them, and those I liked I put in there. And here also comes another sound from the Ethno World library, combined with the sound from Nexus. I think those are flutes. Yeah. So I've decided to combine those two sounds because they are similar, and together they sound just more great. They fitted more to the track. And what is going in there is that the cutoff frequency is rising, so another fade in, and they are just pulling. They are bringing the drop melody to the game, so the listeners can hear the main idea of the drop for the first time, which is quite important to do in your track. When you are like playing one melody in a verse and then the drops has a bit different melody, it can be a bit messy and sounds not that great. So another build-ups, I think those are the same as from the intro, because when I was creating the intro, I just copied them, from this part. So they are the same. But several FX samples, uplifters. It's important to be in the key. This one is from from Bigger Than Ever FX Essentials by WA Production, and all of those samples are key labeled, so it's great that you are just putting those samples to the track of yours, and in what key you are, so you can just pick the right sample, so it doesn't sound like off the key. These samples are in fact another, I think, flute from Nexus, and they are recorded to Edison, and I have recorded it to the Edison and just put it back to the playlist, so I could cut it more and then just pitched by the pitch wheel, as you can see. Let's see the FX chain I've used in there. All of those effects are just to create the build-ups. There is a fruity filter, which I'm using for high pass cutoff, and the pitch wheel, and the Valhalla room, which is, by the way, raising as well. As you can see, the reverb of this sample is rising as well, because that's another great trick while doing build-ups. You can leave it the whole time, like with no reverb or with the same reverb, but when you are increasing the reverb, the sample is like disappears by the time, and flows a bit more to the build-up, which is great. So
Booyah. Booyah.
So that's it. My computer is lagging a bit. So that's it. There are some fills from Vengeance pack. This vocal is great.
Booyah.
It's from a vocal pack which I found on Beatport, but I'm not sure which one it is. Sorry for that. And the main part is coming in here. So let's play it first. So yeah, as I already told you, those kicks are from a pack called What About EDM Essentials by the Way Production, and all of them are key labeled, and in this pack that you can find like the whole folder with kicks, and this folder contains the full octave of those kicks. So when you need to go lower, as for example I did there, I went from the F to C sharp, and then to that's all. I just went to C sharp, sorry. So you don't need to pitch down manually by your own, but you just drag and drop it from the folder. So that's awesome. And when I see the samples, nothing special in there. I've just added some effects, some another vocal samples, and yeah, what I did there is that I've added those crowd effects from Vengeance packs. Sounds like this to the second half of the drop, and that's these samples are building the atmosphere a lot because they are bringing the crowd feeling to the drop, which is necessary to have, or not necessary, or which is great to have in a big EDM track. You may be asking, what is this little reverb sound? Well, I've created this one as a reversed reverb. I've also added some claps in there, some snare fills, just short ones. There is a little trap break where I used the flute recorded in Edison from Nexus, and I've added there some drums. These trap kicks are from a pack called What About Oriental EDM and Trap. You can find also there the whole folders of different trap and EDM kicks. So yeah, just the classic trap drum loop. And we are back in the verse, this time second verse. There is building the same bass synth as in the first one, but there are some extra sounds, as for example this one. This one is also from Contact 5, from the Ethnic library that I was talking about, and this sound. This one is from Nexus, Hardstyle Expansion. So the build-up is basically the same. The synths are building all the time in the verse, and the last thing I want to talk about are these extra synths that I've added to the second drop. They are also quite common in those nowadays EDM tracks. It sounds like this. Nothing special in there. You just need to find the right sound and just draw this line. And what do you need to do in there is to automate the pitch and going like quickly up to the normal pitch, usually like 12 keys, 12 notes. Yeah, 12 tones. Yeah, that's the right name. So yeah, that's it. Okay, also this one. This build-up synth that I've created for the track. Is from a Nexus library, Trap 2, and it's building all the time the pitch, the reverb, and the filter as well. So that's it. Now we can see how I've created this track. You can download it for free, listen it on my SoundCloud channel, and yeah, I'm going to create some other videos for you guys where I will provide some free FLPs, so don't be sad that I didn't provide this one. And have a nice day. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment or like. Bye.